It's hitting that 12 M open price. How many seconds left in the candle? Wait, it's respecting it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go in for a sell right now in US 30, guys. I'm going in for that sell right now. Yep, I just got in that sell, guys. I just got in US 30 sell. It just hit 12 M open price. And again, just to repeat myself, I'm taking lower risk than I usually do because stock market open has been very choppy for the first like 2 hours. It's been very choppy. So I'm just gonna use low risk than I usually do. For anyone that just joined in the call, I just explained how this week it's just been very choppy for that stock market open. Trade 9:30 till 11. It's been very choppy. Then out of nowhere, it would have this big move, then consolidate, reverse, do weird shit like that. So that's why I'm really not expecting much from the markets at all. Like even with this trade, I'm taking so low risk right now that it wouldn't even matter if it hits or it doesn't hit. Regardless, whatever you guys are doing, I'm looking for a sell inside this volume and bounce. And I'm gonna get rid of this volume bounce just because it's cluttering my charts. I'm gonna get rid of this older one here. Where is it? The older volume and bounce here. I'm gonna get rid of, and this is my focus is here. This volume and bounce right here. It's going good so far, guys. Where's my eyeball? Right, I'm looking over here at this warmer bounce. It hit 12 M open price. So far so good, guys. So far so good. How many pips did it do from 12 M open? Did like 50 pips. 50 pips here. I need that real expansion to the downside. Right, still holding that sell. You see, if you've been taking losses this week, Monday, Tuesday, this is a move where you really gotta hold it and not be satisfied with the move like this. You gotta hold it till like at least the volume bounce right down here for like 270 pips at least. Especially if you've been taking losses, you always should have bigger wins than L's. Your L's should not be more than your losses. You should go in your MT4 history and your blues should be more than that SL you took. That's the right way to do it. That's the way you'll find consistency in your trading. This is the way I do it, guys. Make up these little losses that you've been making. Always accept the stop loss that you put in. Never go around changing the SL, doing some weird shit, like whatever. If you expect this high to not get hit, put your SL there and be like, all right, that I don't think that high is gonna get hit. I'm putting my SL there. If it hits it, then that's not a trade no more. It's over. All right, so far it's respecting the volume bounce. It did like 60 pips. I definitely want to go for this low here. Let me mark it up here. I want to go for this low, and then I want to go for even lower for this open week volume bounce right there. It's an open gap over here, so I'm expecting a fill on that. Right, so I'm currently still in this trade, and a lot of the times, I feel like the market is making you chase moves too. Like if it's taken off, it's taken off. Don't try to just jump in like at a later time or anything. Just get in as soon as it hits a specific level. That's where you want to get in. When the market's looking the most scary, that's when you want to get in. Not when it's already moving like this. Like right now, if you didn't catch that sell when I said, you already missed out at like, depending on where you got in on this one bounce, you already missed out on 80 pips, you know? Going on a 1 minute chart. It's in a 1 minute gap now. I'm expecting this 1 minute gap to be respected for another drop lower. I'm not taking on more risk. Again, I'm already entering with caution and using lower risk than I usually do because Stock market open has not been great this week. It's been very choppy. I'm expecting a sell-off from this 1 minute gap. It just hit that. I'm expecting it to sell off here. Take a quick look at dollar here. Dollar expecting 12 AM open price. Also, we had an open day volume imbalance right over here for dollar. Expecting that to go up. I like that respect on that 1 minute gap so far. I like that respect. All right, just came in that 1 minute gap, dropping so far. Oh, by the way, guys, Friday, I won't be able to go live on Friday. I got a flight to catch on Friday. Taking another vacation trip, guys. So I'll be going live out there. Um, I'll tell you guys when when I'm out there where I'm at. But taking another trip, guys. So Friday morning is my flight. So I'm be trying to get ready and all that. I can't go live. Maybe I'll send a signal out in the morning if I see it. But I will not be able to go live on Friday. Okay, guys, check the 4 hour. No, I already gave, what I think where I think the market's gonna go. Right, I'm looking at the volume bounce here, 12 AM open price. I already hit it very nicely for a stock open. 1 minute charts, respecting that 1 minute gap as outlined. It did 50 pips. Like yo, if you got in all the way up here, did 93 pips. I'm expecting this low to get hit for the day. Very nice movement so far. I need that real expansion, man. I mean, this was a real move right here that just happened. It did a decent amount of pips, but I'm just expecting a little bit more for the day. Expecting more for the day. At least this low. I want to hold for more, especially just to make up, everything that happened as well. I want to really go for it. Go for this open volume and bounce here. Right, look at that 1 minute gap respect. That was very perfect. What just happened here. Did 50 pips from there. It's up to you guys. If you guys want to put in break even, if it makes you more comfortable in this trade, reducing that stop loss now, there's no reason for that higher risk because you already respected this level. You're already not expecting it to hit it again, right? So it's really up to you guys. If you want to just lower that initial risk and change the stop loss, up to you. Because changing a stop loss and tightening it after a nice move happens does make a trader more comfortable in a trade. Especially knowing that you accepted an initial risk, you was expecting to lose more, but now that the market's moving in your favor and it's respecting it nicely, you can reduce that stop loss. Look at the choppiness as well. Like this is what I don't like. I'm still gonna obviously hold on to this sell, but let me just tell you what I don't like about the market. You see how it's just going up and down here? I just don't like that. Still gonna participate in this sell regardless of what I'm saying here. I'm gonna really go for it this low here. I think this low can get hit and then even lower than that. Right. Just to explain the reasoning behind this trade again, I got in based on look at it with the naked. I have so much on my chart, but just look at it with the naked eye. And this is where the new day started, right? Right here. This is where the new day started. We see this gap in price here. It's called identify this as a volume imbalance. Just skip in price. I just have it marked just like this. And I can see 9:30 it hit that. So that was my execution. But even if you get in a little later after it's already wicking, it's fine. Because usually there's a more vicious and bigger reaction from that level, usually. Market did from the very high of that Von Bounce, market did do 110 pips. So far, so good. Now, most people can TP on there if you want to hold for longer. I think it's valid to hold for longer because I think you can go for this one bounce, but definitely reduce that stop loss. No reason to take that full risk anymore. Right? Take a partial if you want. Still really away from that entry point. So partials, break even, stuff like that. I like what Nas did here. Nas came inside this 15-minute gap, wicked it pretty nice. Right, still expecting more of a sell-off, guys. So far, so good. See the choppiness that I just don't like. The choppiness is what's scaring people. That's what's getting people to second guess, close out at a weird price, or close out for less profit. It's just something I'm not liking this week at all. So look, this is another opportunity for you guys to close out if you're just really not comfortable. And you already, because think about it, you're already up like depending on where you got in, you're up 90 to 100 pips. If you got in at the very high of the volume bounce, if you got in at this moment at the top of the volume bounce, you're up like 70 pips. Everyone's reaction time, I think I noticed even when I'm going live on these live sessions, everyone's reaction time is always different. It's always different because as soon as I say it, sometimes it would just move right away. As soon as I sometimes it will go up a little bit more and then it would, react. And then some people are just getting an MT4 ready or something. And I had some issues with people on this call where they say they missed a trade because of that, or they didn't get in because of something like that. But you just gotta know that US 30 moves fast. It's gonna move really fast when it hits a certain level. It usually reacts right away, very viciously. Other times, it just consolidates and plays around a lot or goes up a little bit more than it should and then, go its way. So that's one reason why some people just wait. Like if you waited just a little bit after I said so, you would have gotten it all the way up here and then catch an even bigger move or catch a little bit more pips. Everyone's reaction time will always be different, regardless of me going live and saying exactly when I get in and everything. So that's why it's important to learn, what I teach on here and have your levels marked up on your charts as well. That way your reaction time won't be too off from mine. And and if you have a volume bounce like this marked up, you might even be more comfortable with it hitting and filling in the volume bounce all the way. There's a million different ways to trade the market. I'm not the only trader out there, guys. There's so many other traders out there, so many other people who are way more profitable or have more capital than me, trade with bigger money. Not the only trader doing this, guys. Not a lot of people go live, do live sessions like me, I'll tell you that, but not the only trader out there, guys. People are also using the same strategy. Who did I learn this strategy from? ICT. Look him up on YouTube, ICT. This is where I learned this entire thing from. It's from ICT. So think of how many people he's teaching and how many people are using his strategy to be profitable. So many different ways to trade, guys. You have to be locked into one way of doing it or one time frame. Like me, I like doing 9:30. You don't have to be locked in doing 9:30 all the time. You could do 11 o'clock or the PM trend at 12. That's a little too much for me to go live for that. I do trade those times as well, especially because I have so many multiple accounts. I think it's a little too much for me if I'm going live at like 12 o'clock and shit, staying on till 1. Because usually that 9:30 trade for the longest time I've been catching with you guys at a very consistent basis. So that's why I just stick with that when it comes to the live sessions. I'll never, I don't know, say, yo, let's go live at 12 o'clock. I'm not gonna jump all over the place like that. But I'm not trying to blind you guys to the idea that 9:30 is the only time. I never try to blind you guys to this way being the only way to be profitable is doing it, trading 9:30. I don't want to blind you guys with that idea. I trade other times too. Sometimes when I hit a loss for the day, I make up some of my losses later on in the day. Around 12, I'll give you the certain levels that I'm looking at, and it would respect those certain levels. Like if someone was experienced enough with the strategy that I teach here, you guys would have probably cut the buy on US 30 yesterday on the volume bounce. I know what happened yesterday. Like I hit the volume bounce right here. Was already getting in that sell, expecting a 12 AM open price sell off. It did happen. That 12 AM open price did sell. Anyone who caught that, you only did like 75 pips, but eventually hit the volume bounce that we wanted to sell on originally, and then it just shot up 260 pips. But so far, the market is looking in our favor right now. So far, it's good. I'm really I'm waiting for this low right here to get ran to, especially the way it's looking. I wanna see a run on this liquidity here on this low. This is yesterday's low that we're looking at. It's going in our favor, guys. But the choppiness is it's a little, I know this choppiness is scaring some traders out, especially the inexperienced traders. This choppiness is 100% scaring. Look at the chop. It's disgusting. I don't like it. I don't like this. Regardless of me participating in this trade, I don't like the choppiness of what's happening from 9:30. And it's been like this week. Still, you can still find profitable moves. Don't get me wrong, especially if you're on the right side, like buying it the past 2 days. It's been great if you've been buying it, but you have to deal with the choppiness that it's happening before these nice moves. Like the moves are nice that's happening. It's giving the pips, guys. It's giving 200 more than 100, 200 pips. But the initial choppiness is what's happening before that happens for a stock market open. But you can just take a look at all the other executions. I didn't delete it off my charts, but you can see all the other executions we had for 9:30. Look at this. Right away, we had this profit. Right away, we had this. I think Friday we took off here. Monday we profited off this move. It's a nice 100 pips. Over here, 9:30 move. Look at how quickly it gives it for 9:30. This right here, we caught this. I think this was a losing day here. Friday this. And last week we took off last week. Wait, only because like I was going live Monday, Tuesday, the rest of the week we took off. I know some people just joined my live sessions starting this week, but just going over what happened last week, we just took off. We just took off after Tuesday because I felt like I missed everything because I said it was gonna go bullish and it already took off. So we took off there and and yeah, and now we're on this week where the market's just super choppy for 9:30. But look what's going on, guys. Pretty nice reaction with US 30, guys. Pretty nice reaction. I'm up a good amount. You can even really change your stop loss on this trade. Prime time to change that stop loss and put in break even, or even putting it right at the volume bounce high right here like that. Basically, like 17 pips is basically nothing with US 30, right? So putting an SL like that is fine. And now we just wait for the expansion to the downside, right? Which is this low, and eventually I really want that open week volume bounce to get hit at least. Like this is like my minimum area of where I think the market's gonna go. Minimum, it has to go here. Yeah, it's gonna take out this low. Good area to take off some good profits, but minimum, I want to see this low get hit. 260 pips, 270 pips. I want to see that. I think I'm gonna hop off soon because it's already going in our favor and everything. If anything, it's gonna chop its way to the downside. That's probably what's gonna happen. It's gonna keep chopping and then eventually go for the low. Just like the last 2 days, it just kept chopping up, then out of nowhere have that move. So I don't know what specific time it could happen at 11 o'clock, it could happen at 12 o'clock, but it's probably gonna chop its way to the downside. Go do a lot of up and down like it's been doing here and chop its way to the downside here. That's my eventually that's my target here. This volume and bounce rate open. So price on that is 33700. That's what I think the market's gonna go for the day first. It might hit 33800, hit that liquidity, and then retrace a little bit, have a pretty nice retracement, then go even lower for this one. But that's it for the day. Think I'm gonna end it here. Um, Profitable day today, right? You can see nice move, and my strategy really played out for the day, right? But right inside that bottom bounce, 12 open price, respected it. We even called out this 1 minute gap, did 100 pips from there too. So pretty decent day. If you want to hold, I think it's gonna go lower, especially having all these up days. I think we're gonna go lower for the day and go for this low and then that long bounce. But all right, guys, enjoy the day. I'll send the results of this trade on the Discord and I'll catch you all tomorrow morning. Again, a reminder, I will not be going live on Friday. Um, I'll be back on Monday. If Friday's the only day I'm not gonna go live this week. I'll probably send a signal out if I have time. But but yeah. All right, guys, peace out. See you guys tomorrow.